Hello guys, hope everyone is doing well. Bring you another video on how to repair your door when it starts to sag. And if you own one of these cars long enough, you'll run into this problem. So let me show you the kit that I got from LMR. Then I'm going to show you how to install this kit. Okay, this is the kit that I got from LMR. Comes with the lower door hanger roller and pin, which I'm not going to be installing that today because you have to take the fenders off the car, and I'm not going to do that. I mean, you probably could do it without taking the fenders off, but I'm not going to mess with that today. This is the pieces that we really are looking for right here. These are the door hang pin and bushing kit. So you're going to get the pins, the bushings, and these little clips to lock it in place. Alright, let me show you, if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me show you what I'm talking about on these doors, on these old Fox body Mustangs. What happened over, over years of just opening and closing the door. So let me show you what's going on with this thing. Okay, I'm going to lift up on this door and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. Ridiculous amount of plate it has, so watch this. So that's the sag on the door I'm talking about. So what happens when this thing starts to sag down like that is, for one thing, it won't close that well. See, it's almost got to lift up over the door strike to close. So, and this is where the problem starts at, right here. I've replaced these pins a couple of times over the years of owning this thing. Now, one problem you may run into, if you have one of these that nobody's ever replaced those pins, you're gonna have to get a chisel and chisel the heads off, because they're actually, the original pins go down through the hangers, and they're like a rivet almost. They like crush the head down. So you got to chisel the head off with the chisel to get the original ones out. If it's the original ones and it's never been done, then yeah, you're gonna have to do that. That's a little bit harder to do. And be careful, because the first time I did mine, they were original. I had a friend of mine do it and he punched through the door. Let's see if you can still see it down there. Yeah, it's a lot of years of crud that's covering it, but right down here is where he punched through the door. But he patched it up, welded it all up, and no harm, no foul. So let me show you how to support the door and get those old pins out. Okay, what I'm using is a 2x4 small forward jack, mesh shop with a fender cover wrapped around the 2x4. When you jack up on this door, when you lift it, you just want to start lifting the door, and then when you start to see it move up, that's all the pressure you want to put on it, because you don't want to damage your door down here. So just enough pressure to get it to move up. Right now we're going to remove these old pins here. So you're going to need like a hook tool to grab the hooks and pull them out, and then we can get the pins out. We want to do one at a time because we don't want the door flopping around all over the place. So let's get that one out, and then we'll start up removing the bushings. Okay, these had, instead of little clips, they had cotter pins in them. I can't remember if I put the cotter pins in there or not. I guess I did, because because I'm the only one that worked on it last. Okay, so we're gonna use like a pick tool with a hook on the end. We're gonna pull those cotter pins out, and then we'll get a pair of wire cutters and cut the ends off on the back side, and then we're gonna be able to pull those things right out. Part of it, and here's the other part. Alright, now this is going to be a little bit tricky here since I'm the only person that's doing this. So if you have a buddy, you may want to get him to help you to hold the door. So what I'm going to do is going to slip this pin out of here of the hinge, and then once I get the pin out, then I'll remove the bushing. Once again, just like I said, if you have a buddy, you may want to get him or her to give you a hand, because I'm doing this by myself and it's going to be a little bit tricky. So I employ the service of the shovel lift to hold this, because this door, when you pull those pins out, you're going to have to slip that door out a little bit to put the bushings in, and that's a little bit tricky, especially if one person is doing it, because that door can easily get out of control and it can fall on the floor and could damage your door, break the harness, and you're gonna be crying. Trust me, you're gonna be crying. So let's get those pins out the rest of the way, and then we're gonna slip this door back and we're gonna get the bushings out. All right, we got the pins out, and we got the door slid back just enough, because we had to pull those bushings out. You got to tap the bushings out and then slip the door back into the hangers. And just like I said, you're gonna need, it's gonna be a two-person job. So if you got a buddy, you need to have him give you a hand with this, because you can easily mess up some stuff with your car. As you can see, I'm real close to messing up some stuff with my car. Just get your buddy to give you a hand. So we're gonna go ahead and tap those bushings out, and then we're gonna put the new pins in, and hopefully everything goes well. Okay, we got the bushings in. Now what you also may want to do is take you a drift or a 3/8 extension that you're not going to be using, or you don't care about that much, and you want to get it down on the top of this bushing and tap it down. So you want to get it on top of there and just sort of tap it, drive it home. So let's do that, and then we'll be right back. Okay, when you put it in the lower bushings in, you may want to put just a little bit of grease on them just to hold them in place. So just like some wheel bearing grease or something like that, just a little bit of grease around them, just so they stay in place while you slip the door in position. All right, let's do that, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're done, all done. Put a little grease on those pins and bushings, and this should last another maybe 3 or 4 years. I daily drive this car, so this door gets open quite a bit. Perfect. Look, Mom, no hands. Excellent. Thanks for watching, the video, guys. If you got any questions or anything, any repair that you may need help on a Fox Body Mustang, just let me know in the comments down below. And remember, please subscribe. I'm going to be trying to add more and more videos that I think will be helpful to you guys, especially if you own an old Fox Body. Thanks for watching, guys.